You ain't seen nothing, right?
Jensen? It's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Bye-bye, now what?
Good evening, Mr. Mech Warrior. I done gassed a bunch of cops so that I could rob these storage containers finally.
Access granted. Access granted.
Christ, I wish this was sorted in some reasonable manner.
Access granted. Access granted.
Nothing in here but some aftershave. Or what I think is aftershave, who knows. Worst safe ever. Right, what are we doing here? That's right, one of the scientists' GPL tracking chips was traced here, so we're going to go and find that and see if it can lead us on the way to rescue the rest of our missing scientists. I need to go to the limb clinic to go and buy some Praxis kits. That's right, fucking bell tower are everywhere.
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits keep my mouth shut, huh?
How about I find some other way to keep it shut? Permanently.
That won't be necessary. I see now that you're much taller than the man they're looking for.
I thought you might see things that way. Now move it.
Okay, leave me alone. I won't say a word to Bell Tower. I never saw you.
fucking bell tower everywhere, and they're all out to get me. So these streets are dangerous for me today. Oh, actually, whilst I'm here, let's go.
You want best in the city? You come to right place. Look on computer and see for yourself.
Alright.
Thank you. Come again.
Porter and their team of expert hackers could be trying to track us. That's why we had to create a covert host site for every new stream and then shut it down immediately once the call's over. I'm sitting here, just me and my techie Steve in a sweaty, claustrophobic van, tossing digipads out in the trash left and right in order to bring the
I was just checking to see what side quests are available here, because I was looking at my achievements earlier. And it seems like I don't have the achievements for certain side quests in this second visit to Hemshire, which seems weird since I played the game before, so maybe I've somehow missed some good shit. Oh wait, I'm immune to gas now. What? Fuck you. See where this brings me out. Oh. Actually, just kind of where I wanted.
Has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip, a device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit them. Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand. This widespread defect, coming so soon after the recent riots, only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
So that biochip that Tai Young Medical was building, the secretive and weird one.
Story. The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip. The device
So massive recall of augmentations due to some kind of glitch. Tai Young Medical are providing, quote, fixed chips for everybody, which I must assume are the very secretive biochips that they were manufacturing en masse that we discovered when we were at Tai Young Medical's
怎么回事嘛？
HQ.
为什么我们还在这里没有动啊？天啊，那么多人！
冷静，医生只有那么多，你觉得他们同时能给几个人做手术呢？有点耐心，我们一定能进去的。
The thing is, they were keeping this chip under wraps. Nobody was allowed to see it. Very few people were allowed to interact with it. People didn't know what it was for or why it existed.
那不可能发生的，即使发生。
And now they're getting rolled out to everybody. Everybody with an augment.
You here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fixed with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
I don't think I want your weird chip right now, even though I'm getting glitches. I can always come back another time.
I'll think about it.
Clinic is very busy, but if you want something else, we will service you. You're very welcome, sir.
Sir. Sir? Could I borrow a minute of your time? I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No, please, you misunderstand. I only wish to talk to you about something. And it is not an easy subject to discuss, as it is a rather sensitive matter. Truly, Mr. Jensen, I would never force anyone to do something against their will. On that, you have my word.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help. But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad mates. If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Sure.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role they have in this city. What you may not be familiar with, however, is the fact that sometimes they contract limb doctors like myself to work in private clinics on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation. A private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower, then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
Sounds like the type of man you don't want to see going out of control.
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had gone rogue. And 2 weeks later, a city official was killed in a perfectly staged operation. I am certain it was them. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me himself. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's augs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.
Okay, fair enough.
One moment. You are not a harvester. We have had the occasional problem with them stealing from limb clinics.
Alright, so we go find a rogue salt bell tower crazy augmented dude and murder, question mark, him? For this doctor. So we just randomly bumped into this random doctor and he's like, yo, kill a guy for me, will you? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not?
“那不可能发生的，即使发生了，你也会被排到最前面的，相信我。”
你的意思是我被抬到那儿？
希望当时还有人有足够的力气去抬你。
没错，我要求做手术。
For days, reports of
让我
temporary
们进去。
malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth
这太
Duclair,
荒谬了。
spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip, a device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissues.
什么耽误
She's
啊？
urging people to visit their local clinics immediately to have the faulty chip
什么耽误啊？
Inside sources tell me that augmentation expected
我
demand.
不想死，怎么回事嘛？为什么我们还在这里没有动啊？天啊，那么多人！
医生只有那么多，你觉得他？
Is this the beginning of a This is Eliza Hassan, reporting to you live from Pipers.
Maybe if some of those people had lost an arm in a work accident like Chan did, they wouldn't be so quick to criticize.
I know. But if they haven't lived it, it's easy for people to judge you and say, oh, you only want an augmented arm coming out of the mind.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
是钟楼和山和会的联盟中有开。起来了。
Alright, let's see if we can deal with these mercs. Not before having a quick look up here, because I don't think I've been up here before. What are you? that's handy. The fuck? Dead Merc. Zeleny feels this location is no longer secure. He's planning to move down below to a safe spot in the sewers. The situation is getting tense. I'm afraid they're onto me. Okay, so this dead guy was had infiltrated our rogue merc group. They were obviously onto him because he is dead now.
Access granted. Don't have a marker for where they are in the sewers, so I guess we're just going to have to keep an eye out for them. Oh, where was I here? There was Hugh Darrow's friend. Oh, we need some contact. What's up here?
As they say.
Okay.
Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
You see what I got?
There's this fucking guy again. Jesus.
Come back anytime.
Sure, buddy, I will.
Oh, best in town. Yeah, I will be.
Starting to wish I still had my stun gun.
Everything you want, right here. Yeah, I will be.
This isn't the place for you, my friend.
Harvesters. Right outside where the GPL signal is. Vasily Shevchenko. Sevchenko. Whoa. See you later, dickheads. No mercenaries, just a bunch of Harvester gang members.
You're kidding. You want to move to the yard?
Rumor has it that Hugh Darrow is going to hold some sort of surprise UN summit in Panchea.
Really? I wonder what he's going to say.
All I know is the guys on top are going to be watching with keen interest.
That's an understatement if I ever heard one. I can't see him supporting the vote for restrictions. The question is, which way do we want the vote to go?
If I knew who was actually in charge of our company, I might be able to help you with that one.
Oh,
what?
I'm going to find you.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Access granted.
This guy's crawled all the way from here, I think. Over the course of however many hours or days it's taken me to since the last time I was in Hengsha. no bell tower mercenaries down here by the look of it.
This is bell tower business. Back off.
没有，我还没有收到。
Keep moving.
World Health Organization issues worldwide recall of biochips. The World Health Organization today issued a worldwide recall on biochips, urging mechanically enhanced people to visit their local limb clinics immediately for examination. The recall comes amid countless reports of malfunction and electrostatic disturbances ranging from minor flare-ups to potentially lethal defects. Due to a systemic glitch in the implanted chips, the devices are in danger of no longer transmitting neural impulses to inorganic tissue. In response, augmentation giant Taiyong Medical has ramped up the production of new, untainted biochips. We want to be part of the solution. We want to help as many people as possible, said President Zhao Yunru. While proponents of augmentation are suggesting this is only a minor setback, critics are united, saying that this incident proves enhancement is a problem that is now out of control. Taiyong Medical providing replacement biochips, huh? Not suspicious at all. Right, this is Hugh Darrow's meeting situation. I'm going to take them all out unharmed. And unseen. No casualties.
Not the place for you. Get out, my wife. Hey, 你出来！
Job's a good one. mercs. This is the augmented soldier who's gone rogue. The guy wanted me to try talking to him, reasoning with him. Let's save it and see if. I wonder if they're just going to immediately start killing me. No, green.
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Yeah, it seems no matter how many of their friends I send back in body bags, they just don't get the message.
For the sin of their mouths, the words of their lips, let them be trapped in their pride.
You've dropped the merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
That I am.
Then perhaps you should reconsider. There are many of us, and only one of you. At this moment, my men and I have no quarrel with you. So you don't have to die for a war that isn't yours.
I said I was here to stop you, not fight you. A friend of yours sent me to convince you to turn yourself in.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret. Experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts. remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly, I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Sounds like he's actually on the same case as me. You know, he's going after the Illuminati, which is exactly what I'm doing. I need to do whatever I need to do to get the practice kit, though.
Dr. Wing said our situations would resonate. I don't think he realized it might go both ways. Some men deserve the justice we bring on them. Do what you have to do, Zelazny. I won't get in your way.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill. They have names, families, they're people. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
Oh, poof, and they're gone.
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Shouldn't be here. Get moving.
Recent riots only raises more questions about the problem of human health. Is this the beginning of a technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the
Yeah, handy D. That should help make things a little easier to move around the city. Alright, mate. Save.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
I'm going to tell him, see what happens, because I can always load it.
It's a long story, Doc. I tracked Zelazny and his men. They were hiding in the sewers. And after talking to him, I decided to let him go.
What? But he is a dangerous man, Mr. Jensen. You should not have done this.
The men Zelazny's after are far more dangerous than he is. His methods are extreme, but I think his cause is justified. To be honest, Doc, I believe what he wants isn't that different from you. An honorable government free of corruption. They could use a man like you.
I had not foreseen such a thing. I don't know, Mr. Jensen. You seem to believe that the end justifies the means, but I don't know. I'll have to think about this. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
Thank you. For praxis available. get the Typhoon.
You here for recall?
I'll think of...
Quick. You're very welcome.
There we go. Sweet, sweet inventory space. Now I can really pack rat. There's not really much else I really give too much of a shit about in here. Like the invisibility is a thing, run quietly is a thing, body armor. I've got enough battery, I think. 3 cell seems to be enough. I've got the fast recharge on it. Invisibility doesn't last that long and it sucks up tons of power. Run quietly. Fuck it, I'm good. Oh.
You here for...
No, I'm not taking your biochip. That seems like a bad idea. I'll take all this Typhoon
You're
out.
very welcome.
Right.
Returning to tonight's biggest story, the World Health Organization today issued
Right, let's go talk to Hugh Darrow's lady and give her the data chip.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
You've been working for Darrow a long time? How do you like it?
Working for a powerful man ensures I am trusted with crucial tasks and involved in world-shaping events. It's quite exhilarating. You, of all people, should understand this.
What kind of information are we talking about here? What could people be so eager to sell?
I am not at liberty to say.
What kind of information are we talking about here? What could people be so eager to sell?
I am not at liberty to say.
Any idea who these sellers are?
Nothing substantial. We have a hunch they might be linked to Taiyong Medical, but the data chip will allow us to know for sure.
How's that?
All of our data chips are encoded with unique IDs and binary signature recognition. This means we'll be able to know exactly where it came from and where it went.
I think we're done for now.
You must get...
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to classified information. I understand that not everybody should get their hands on this, but I'm like you. I work for a powerful man, and I get entrusted with secret information on a daily basis. Plus, I'm the one who busted his ass getting this chip for you.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But understand, this information is extremely confidential. It concerns Panchaea, and more specifically, the Hiram Project.
Hiram Project? Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It is a well-guarded secret. But without it, Panchaea could not exist. Such an ambitious project. An installation extending all the way to the ocean floor. The pressure exerted against it is constantly shifting. Yet the slightest defect in structural integrity could bring it all down. That's why we needed something powerful and extremely efficient to monitor it, day and night.
You're saying the Hiram Project is some kind of advanced computer?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Thank you for your honesty. The information is safe with me, don't worry. Here's your data chip.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Even though this was a favor for Mr. Darrow, he believes you should be duly rewarded. Here is a payment in credits. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hyron project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No. No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows? Perhaps one day you will.
Perhaps indeed. Perhaps. Right. So that is everything. And we happen to be right here next to where the main quest is. So now we're going to go and find one of our missing scientists' GPL signal. Vasily Sevchenko.
Best in town.
Best in town.
Yeah, I will be right here.
Okay, buddy. Quick look around for a stun gun, since I now have all this sweet inventory space.
Access granted.
Looks like Bell Tower have pulled out of the whatever this place is called, Hingshaw Court Gardens. no dice. Is it almost time for chicken ding? I don't think I understand. Alright, there's a whole bunch of gang members down here. Or I can sneak in. Alright, fuck him. Fuck him. Oh, chicken dinner. Oh, right. Chicken ding. Okay. That's kind of terrible. Chicken ding. Microwave dinner. I'll have you know my dinner was freeze-dried, not not even microwaved. So even easier, just add water. Actually didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I really should cook up some pasta though, because it's sitting in my fridge and it will go bad if I don't use it up. Whoa! Ah, shit! Alright, I see how this is going to go. Bombay Bad Boy. No, it's called Huel, H-U-E-L. It's like a They call it nutritionally complete meal. Bachelor chow.
Access granted.
No, you're him after.
These are the harvesters. These are the gang that are doing the whole chop shop thing, chopping people up. So I don't actually feel too bad about murdering them. It's kinda, yeah. You heard of Soylent? Similar to that.
Access granted.
Oops. I'm gonna die. Oh.
我们去抓他。Learn to shoot.
What? Gee, oh no, this is gonna go bad. Oh dear God. I done fucked up.
Who are you?
Oh. You can actually buy Soylent Green. What is it though? Like, I mean, obviously the label, but what food is it? Are they selling like frozen peaches and just calling it Soylent Green? What's the deal?
Access granted. Access granted.
Alright, we don't go outside because that's a bad idea. We snuck past the guys on the outside, but I'm gone back to the top of this car park or whatever. So I could... Ah, fuck.
You can't run.
Don't hide.
Saving the Typhoon for a special occasion.
Access granted.
Now this one is so fresh, it's still steaming, followers. It's so intense, you can't escape it. So my apology if the stench leaks through the goddamn internet and hits your home. That's how foul this one is. My homegirl Eliza.
Alright, we're going to fight our way down here because we've got these fucking harvester guys everywhere. And they are hostile to me, they're evil motherfuckers, and I need to get this GPL chip back. It's super... it's super important for me to get my bros back. Come on, buddy. Oh, fuck's sake. We've got the worst turret ever. Yeah? You done, buddy? I forgot. What was this?
Access granted.
There's an email from Tong here. Lots of emails backwards and forwards about buying and selling orgs. That guy sure took a lot of bullets to the face. Seems like a job for Turrety McTurretface. Oops. Ah, fuck. Oh my god, I just like the bloody front door. Spawned in right next to a bunch of bad guys who immediately aggroed me. It's all going terribly at the moment.
Hold it! 我找到你了! Over here!
What?
What was that? 你死定了! Bye bye! Now.
There we go, that got it. Ed 209 to the rescue. Indeed. Crazy guy on the radio has got it all completely right. He's saying the corporations are putting all these chips in you and they're not charging you. What's the catch here? Oh, it's all an Illuminati plan. So yeah. Guy sounds like a lunatic, but he's correct.
Access granted.
Cells? The Singularity Church of the Machine God. Hey, they're from the second game. Oh, wonderful. I guess this is the chop shop then. Body bags. Wonderful.
Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the Broadview Tunnel. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Seraph Industries resolved. Regardless, several violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries were reported. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic.
Ooh, T-Tong, Tracer Tong. TT, Tracer Tong from original Deus Ex. He's saying, Father, I think it was a bad idea to use that last shipment of orgs. Feel like we made a deal with the devil, blah blah blah. Hong Kong is starting to look more and more attractive. Tracer Tong from Deus Ex is the son of this Tong.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Tong.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. Half my men end up dead. And you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter a room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you. Any reason I don't just turn you over?
Yeah. Vasily Sevchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice args, so I closed my eyes.
Shevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden pods. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
Holy shit. Fucking Tong's got my scientist's arm. Doesn't seem too bothered that I killed everybody. So it seems like he's being bell tower snatching people off the streets and delivering bodies to him to hack the orgs off of. Don't know why they'd be doing that though. He said to make him look the other way. The other way from what? You guys not going to murder me now? Good.
You one of Tong's boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound. But as it turned out, the fox got nervous. Didn't like the look of Tong's flex stick, so they moved his son someplace safer.
What could be safer than inside bell tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement of an old noodle factory. Won't be easy getting him out either, because the men guarding him aren't your typical bell tower police. These are warriors, specially trained, heavily augmented.
I have a feeling I may have met them before. If that's the case, you got an escape plan?
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If Bell Tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very ugly in Lower Hengsha.
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong's son, give him this. He'll know what to do with it. Now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss your next ride.
Access granted.
Alright, time for me to go make some dinner. I shall maybe return later. We'll see. I usually do, but no promises. See you in a bit.